That's bringing wonderful memories back, I'm sure, to all of you out there watching this. It certainly is for me, but it's wonderful and sad at the same time. Mango Groove, one of South Africa's legendary music groups, has recently bid farewell to Lehlara Banza Samson Kgasoane, who was the group's leading trumpeter. Kgasoane, also known as Bra Banza, passed away on the 9th of December at the tender age of 65 after a short illness. The late trumpeter shared stages with musicians such as Zakes Nkosi, the Jazz Monitors Quintet, Modise, Ntemi Piliso, as well as Sipho, Hotstix, Mabuse. Well, joining us now in studio is Claire Johnston, the lead singer of Mango Groove, and of course the late musician's son, who's really taken after his father and is carrying on that legacy, Modise from Micasa. So nice to have both of you here in studio with us, and good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure. I mean, it's not a nice occasion for you to be here. It certainly isn't. And please accept all of our condolences on the passing of your dad and your colleague, and I imagine one of your brothers as well.
Very much a compatriot.
Yeah.
We went through a lot together, but obviously Mo, I mean,
yeah,
it's a huge loss for me.
It is, and so young, at 65.
Yes.
How's the family dealing with it all?
They're really taking it hard, and we still keeping strong. And you know, from my mom to my brother to my 3 sisters, because it's 5 kids, of course. And and just we're really trying to be strong for the old man, but it's really painful. But you know, he would always tell us to keep moving and stuff, and he really hated to see any of his kids crying, or his wife, you know. So he was just a happy guy, just full of life and jokes and everything. So yeah, we just have to keep strong for the old man.
Yeah, that's the reality. I mean, a happy, laughing, joking guy. Is that how you remember his work?
That's super strong. The tallest man I've ever met.
And you take out your dad.
in many ways. Mostly
ways.
in the playing of the trumpet.
Yes.
But I loved seeing him stand next to John. Now John is 6'6".
Oh my
so
gosh.
but he used to be able to pick John up.
Oh wow.
Yes.
And
wow,
we carry him
strong
around,
man.
and that laugh. And he
Yes.
was so strong physically.
Yeah.
But we were celebrating him yesterday, weren't we?
Oh yes, yeah. You know, it was just yesterday was his memorial.
Yeah.
And it was just a big celebration there with artists that came through, from Claire to John, to Sipho, Hotstix, Mr. Sipho Hotstix, to his old band mates and friends and family that was there. And it was just a huge celebration because he just loved music so much.
Yeah.
And different types of music also, because he was a part of Mango Groove, he was part of the Alexander Brass Band, he was the leader there. And also he joined us in Micasa, because the Jiga music video also, the grandpa there that we used was him.
He was brilliant in that.
So we also got to jam with him in Micasa, you know, and so he was just a guy that he would fit anywhere. And
so
just
nice.
Banza was just a legend, and he still is to me.
He still is, and he will remain one.
Yes, that's
for all times to come.
because the one story that I always remember, when I was 2 years old, the first place where I heard a trumpet sound was from my dad. And I know there's so many trumpeters in the country and within the world, but he's the first guy that actually introduced me to the trumpet sound. And from when I was 2, I think I knew that I wanted to play trumpet, you know, going back to those years. So, and it's all worked out to me being in Micasa. So, it's great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your days in Mango Groove with him. You know, just performing in those days. What was it like?
Just always fun. I mean, I joined the band after Banza. John started the band. I joined a year into the band's, existence, and he made me feel instantly at home. I was all of 17. And most of the band was older than me, and I was very scared. And he was just always very reassuring, and a real friend. And we travelled all over the world together. We had some amazing experiences, and as I say, that laugh, the warmth, and as a trumpeter, just excellent.
Just
the melodies would just pour out. So he was technically good, but it was much more than that. We were talking about that earlier.
Oh, yes.
The emotion. That's what separates, good from great. Banza was great, and luckily he's, transmitted that over to you.
I hate to say his later years, because there's nothing later about 65.
Oh, yes.
Was your dad still playing?
He was, actually, and we always said that the trumpet kept him going, because he would always sit and rehearse in the house, and even though he wasn't going to shows anymore or like attending shows, but he would still sit and play, and just, he would tell me, I just want to improve my tone, and I said, your tone is perfect.
You can't improve it.
He was always, and that showed me that within the music, that you never say that you know everything.
Yeah.
You keep learning till your last day, you know,
You knew
because
that.
yes, and you know, and that's what he taught me, that you know what, like I want to improve my tone, and no, my standard is dropping. Like you say, no, my standard is going down, and I said, your standard is up there, you know. And the one time when he was in ICU, my daughter was getting baptized, and so he came out off from the hospital, and he came to the church. He played the trumpet, and I still felt like, wow, I still have a lot of work to do with the trumpet, because he just came out of hospital, and I've had about 2 months to actually try to catch up, and I still couldn't catch up. He went to hospital, he came back, he still kind of beat me, you know.
Far superior.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
it does
yes.
take, it
Yes.
takes years to get to,
No,
it gets to that level.
Yes, it just shows you that when you come onto this earth with your gift
Yeah.
is your gift, and no one can
Yeah.
take it away from you.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what Banza had. Like but he shared his gift with me also, you know, and
Yeah.
and the family, you know. So,
the world.
yes, and the world.
And in fact, Mango has a new album coming out next year. Banza's all over it.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
He's all
So he
over
played
it.
on this new
Oh, yeah.
album that's
Yeah.
coming
Oh, yeah.
out as well.
Playing beautifully.
How was he feeling at the time of the recording?
You know, he seemed a little, you know, you could see he was getting older, but I didn't sense that he was going to leave us
Yeah.
so
yeah.
quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was battling with his eyesight as well, and I'll never forget, my mum died about 3 years ago, and Banza coming to her memorial, and we ended up just sitting on the grass talking, and he made the effort to do that. It meant so much to me.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of guy he was.
For you, Moti, how's your dad? How did he feel, and what did he think of the progression of you in
Yes.
Micasa? I mean, what does he think? I know you said
Yes.
he's played with you guys before,
Yes,
but I mean,
yes.
he must have been so proud.
He was so proud, yes, definitely. And I mean, this just takes me back to this year when I went to Europe for the first time. And I came back telling him about all these places, and we had this great conversation where he was asking me about places. He says, also in Italy, then Milan, do you see this type of shop and that shop? And I was like, oh, Dad, I was just around the corner from there, you know. And he's like, yeah, they got the best shoes there. They got the... It was all about style also, you know, because he always wanted to be all stylish with these black and white shoes, these floor shims, you know.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so, he was really proud. And, you know, even sometimes when I felt that there's no need for him to tell people that, no, that's more from Micasa. But I said, Dad, don't do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, he just gave me by the hand and say, no, that... this is my son, meet my son, this is more from Micasa, and you know,
man.
yeah. So he just enjoyed the last part of it, you know, and and also, like, I think he was happy to see that this whole legacy will go on with the trumpet and
Absolutely.
me being in the music industry. And he also told me that don't do drugs, don't do alcohol, don't smoke, you know, and just
Keep the focus.
have a clean brand, you know,
Yeah.
and just stay humble.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah.
one of the lessons. He said, respect people, stay humble, and then you'll go far in life. You know?
The best
Yes.
life lessons that you can possibly have.
Definitely.
Claire, if we had to sort of give you that moment to reminisce and talk to us about how Banza is going to be remembered in your life forever, what is that thing that's going to stand out for you?
Oh, just the warmth, the laugh, the talent, the way he would just stand on stage, he would own it when he'd put his heart and soul into his solos. And it's just burned into my brain, you know, the images of him just full of passion.
Yeah.
And that's very, very special and actually pretty rare.
Yeah, it is, I can imagine. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for
Thank
talking
you.
to us. I know
Yes.
it's still fresh, and for you to be sitting here and talking to us, and then you're going to stand up and still play. I mean, that is
Yes.
big. That is
Yeah,
bold.
and actually that was supposed to be a little surprise, but it's actually Claire's birthday today.
You're joking.
So she's gonna get
It's another one.
So,
They come around so
It's
quickly.
another one.
yeah, so,
Listen, happy
I'm
birthday.
still alive. I mean, we should be, celebrating the
So-
actually alive.
That's fantastic.
yeah, so knowing Banza, he would have played the happy birthday song, you know.
Yeah? Oh, he
So
would have.
I'm actually doing it on behalf of my dad.
Well, thank
and I'm
you.
saying happy birthday.
Thank you to
And I'm
both
gonna-
of you.
yes.
You
And
and your dad.
you are
Yes.
going to pick up
Yes.
that gorgeous machine of yours, that instrument, and you're going to play us out.
Definitely.
Happy birthday, Claire.
Thank you so
for
much.
coming in.
What a wonderful
on
way
your
to celebrate
birthday.
it.
I'm
And thanks
so
for
happy.
including me
And
All good.
honouring your
All
dad.
good. Yes.
all right, let's take a quick break here on the program, and then we'll give the final sound to Moti. Stay tuned.
When the stars no longer shine, when the sun falls from the sky.